quite an experience to live in fear, isn't it? That's what it is to be an Arcadian. I've seen things you people wouldn't believe. Intergalactic space firebird attacks on Zodmiria.
Pulling funny faces. Go on, sorry.
Gallagher tractor beams on the surface of Zarth. And Gorthian warlords destroying motherships in a spectacular display of force in the southern nebula of Zarion. All those moments will be lost in time, like tears in rain. Time for the 10 Pence Arcade Podcast. I'm Alex Crowley, and joining me today is my host, the saviour of all humankind, my biscuit maze muncher, Mr. Sean Holly.
Thank you. That's the best introduction ever, mate. Thank you.
You like that?
Yeah, I loved it.
I know you laugh about it, but okay, I may not have seen Gallagher tractor beams on the surface of Zarth. It might have been in Margate.
Yeah.
Or it might have been down in Littlehampton. But, we like to, elaborate and glorify our experiences and nostalgia from back in the day. Because it was a magical time.
If people don't know what that is, it's a riff on the final speech in Blade Runner where is he called Roy in it?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Where he's dying and he speaks to Deckard. And, I've seen sea beams glitter in 10 hours a gate. I've watched moonbirds fly along the moon.
Yeah, you've got to have a bit more gravitas about it, though. Sean.
Yeah.
Project that voice. No, that's a cool film. Have you seen the latest one? Well, the latest one came out a few years ago now. I loved that as well.
Yeah, I watched it once and wasn't impressed, but I watched it second time. I thought it was okay and watched it second time. I've actually got it now on DVD, and I thought, it is pretty good as a standalone film and as a sequel, really, and especially when Harrison Ford makes an appearance as well.
Brilliant. I think they're both brilliant movies. Awesome. So, dude, wow, we've got a lot to get through this week, haven't we?
We certainly have.
What have you been up to, mate? Apart from the biggie.
Yeah, I've been off for 9 days because I had a weekend, 5 days, then a weekend because I needed to use them up at work. So first part of the weekend, the beginning, the 1, 2, 3, the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Well, me and wife went to Anglesey, which is a little island, which is a little island just off of Jamaica, not Jamaica, no. Wales, close. Yeah.
What with the whales?
Yeah, a few whales. Yeah, it was so wet and rainy. We picked a bad time to go. Yeah, but we enjoyed it. Some of the things we were going to see, like the short stacks lighthouse and things like that, were closed, but you could see them from a distance. And certain attractions were closed due to the wind and rain. So I thought, make the most of it. Put a waterproof on. Is
it an actual island or is it a peninsula? Can you walk out to it?
No, it's an island. You have to get a...
Oh, okay.
You go over it in one of them long things. Bridge. Yeah, you go over it in a bridge.
Or one of those rope bridges you pull the raft across. One of those kind of things like they have in Jamaica or somewhere.
Yeah, but there's a bloke at the end with a machete and he cuts it off and the rope bridge is flying down and you bang it. Oh, that's Indiana Jones again.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was. We made the most of it, really.
Well, I hope so.
We found...
You wouldn't want to make the least of it, would you?
We found this area in the middle of, we were trying to find the dark skies because they're, very well known, but there's light pollution all around the island. So we kept driving around and we found this bit of countryside in the middle of the rain. And Jan's got this camera that does... It's a very, very long exposure, like 4 minutes, pointing up into the sky. It's only a Google Pixel 7 Pro, but it's got a very good camera.
Yeah.
And she left it going for 4 minutes. I'm just looking up at the binoculars. There's nothing there. But this camera picks up all the little stars.
Wow. Did you get a good picture?
Yeah, I got 3 or 4 really good pictures. Yeah, wow. It's excellent.
Because I think you were supposed to have seen like a big meteor shower last couple of days ago. I think it was beginning of the week, something like that. If you looked up at the sky, there was supposed to be something spectacular to watch. Maybe it was the Northern Lights. I don't know, but maybe it was a magnetic interference. But it's always cloudy here. You never get to see anything, even though our skies are very clear where I am. But more often than not, they're cloudy. You don't get to see anything exciting.
No
except
meat,
rain.
no
Just
meteor showers.
No.
I've had a shower with meat. That sounds
A
bad.
shower with meat?
Yeah, it sounds
What, you
bad.
took a lump of meat into a shower?
A sandwich. Yeah, meat sandwich.
Oh,
No, I don't know what I'm about. In the middle of that week I was off, I did a session of Reiki.
Reiki, is that Icelandic?
No, I don't know. Some kind of Middle Eastern philosophy.
Oh, okay.
And it's scientifically proved that the practices they use are real. So I was sat there on the bed because I met this guy at Krav Maga, my training thing, and he said, "Right, sit down, lie back, relax." And then what they're supposed to do is clear your energy, like make it clear, like, and then get all the bad stuff out and align yourself again, and you're very calm. And that did work.
It's quite popular, isn't it?
Yeah, stress relief.
Yeah.
Also, I felt a lot less aching. I felt happy at the end of it. It's weird. I said
Really?
that bit you did where you put the stone on my chest, because I've seen a few videos, and he said, "No, I never put a stone on your chest. I never touched your chest." So I could feel something on my chest like a stone.
Wow. So it's just a form of meditation then, isn't it?
I don't know. He moves his hands over you, then he massages your feet and your neck and your arms and stuff, and your like shoulders, and my feet. He was massaging them, and then he moved to the other one, and then he's massaging them again. And I said, "Oh, are you doing both feet?" He said, "No, I'm onto the left leg now, and you're still feeling it on the right." Yeah, it was bizarre feelings, like out of world feelings. Is that a word? Yeah, it was really good. And
Just getting rid of all the negative energy and just filling you up with loads of positive energy, basically.
Yeah, I think that's it as well. Yeah,
I think I did do it many years ago when I was in Sweden, because they were all into it over there. I actually found it quite refreshing, you know. Oh, that's good. You're keeping healthy, mate. Looking after yourself.
Yep. Yeah, so it's worth a do that. So if you want to, I'll put a link into this guy, but he is in Bolton, so
yeah,
you won't get. You got to be local. Yes, go on, mate. What have you been up to?
Well, we'll get on to the big one together. So before we get on to that, I've been working down in Devizes, which is about an hour's drive for me. So I've been leaving really early, getting up really early to go and do this patio. I'm doing a huge patio. About 100 square meters for a lovely couple. They've got a beautiful house. They call it Rivendale because it's surrounded by little streams and stuff. It's a beautiful place to work. I've already had another job there in the village repointing this house. So I'm getting to know everyone. They have like a scarecrow competition every year.
Yeah.
Apparently 40,000 people descend on this little tiny hamlet of a village to see all these different scarecrows. So it's got a bit of a name for itself through that. So it's very community based, all really nice people. So I really enjoy going down there. It's a lovely drive through Wiltshire, which I'm starting to really fall in love with. Wiltshire is one of those counties that normally a lot of people just pass through on their way down to Cornwall, especially if you're from London, and don't really get to see it. Whereas I'm coming at it from a different angle, north down through the south. And it's absolutely beautiful. It's a Neolithic kind of metropolis of history. So much stuff there. I keep stopping off at West Kennet Long Barrow, Avebury Circle and Silbury Hill. Such beautiful ancient sites to go and visit. I can't recommend it enough. And with all this rain and wind we'd be having, it just adds to the whole atmosphere. When you get out there, it's quite exhilarating just having a walk around and seeing all this stuff. I did put a little video of some of it on my latest video right at the end, just for you to get a sense of what other stuff I get up to other than just gaming. So yeah, that's been really cool. I've also been pimping up my rescue. Remember, I got that prototype rescue, which I got from the family of the late Chris Oberth. It's a game that I played back in the day, so I'll just give you a little idea of my love for it, because I used to play it in this joke shop when I was a kid, but it was probably on a jammer cab, and it probably had a bootleg PCB in it and twin sticks, but I loved it. I was always playing it in there. I did a video out on my channel, and then the family reached out to me and said, well, we've got a prototype, would you be interested to buy it? And cutting a long story short, I ended up buying this rescue prototype from the family. It come over here, and it's really cool. I love it, but the control panel wasn't finished. The button was in the wrong place. It was always like an inch too far to the left, which made it was the bomb button, destroying the submarines quite difficult. And it's an extremely rare cab on its own, let alone being a prototype. It's probably 3 known to exist, extremely rare. And it came with side art on it. One side of the cab had side art, and it had the original art inside the cabinet. So he was going to put the other side on, but probably never got round to it. So it's only got one side art on one side. Anyway, I gave the original artwork to Ollie. He scanned it, done me a new set. I put that on, so it's now got side art on both sides. And finally, after 3 years, because I reached out to a guy in America, Jeff Willard, who's got the cabinet, and asked him, he was after the side art and I was after the control panel. So I said, Ollie's got the files for the side art, if you can give me the files for the control panel. He finally got round to doing it. 3 years later, I've been waiting so long for this, and it turned up in the post the other month, and it's absolutely beautiful. So I've added that to the cabinet, and now it's complete. It looks awesome. And I've just put the prototype control panel overlay inside the cabinet, so it stays with the cabinet, because it's all typed up. It's all typed out on these little instruction decals. So you want to keep that as part of the cabinet. And I've got a letter from the family saying this has come from Chris Oberth, the designer of the game. You know, so there's a lot of history there with that game. But to have the factory finished control panel overlay and the button finally in the right place makes all the difference. You know, when you're a kid, it wasn't just the game, it was the cabinet that attracted you up to the game. Yeah. And putting all this artwork on there has really makes it stand out now and entices you more to go up to it, you know. And it just looks so much better in the room now. I'm so pleased with it. It looks so cool. It's all finally finished. I know Vic went to see Rescue, or saw a Rescue, when he went to Fun Spot. Because I remember when he went, I said, can you check Rescue out and have a look at it? How did it play and all this? He said, it's got a phone jack on it, so you can plug your headphones into it. Because they did that back in the day. If you wanted to, you know, stop the noise around you and just listen to, you could plug some headphones into it. Mine doesn't have that, unfortunately, because it's a prototype. I think the cabinet actually is a Tasmania cabinet.
That's way ahead of its time, by the way, because the dance machines have that.
Yeah, Tasmania. Oh, what the plug? Yeah, the
headphone. Yeah, a lot of the dance machines do. So
I don't know whether it was the music. Yeah, I don't know whether it was the first game that did it, but it's pretty unusual for 1981, I think. No, 82. So yeah, really chuffed to get that done. Looks awesome. I've also been restoring my Nintendo Space Firebird. So I got all the innards out of the old metal casing, put it in my new shot blasted and powder coated casing. Looks beautiful. Wired it all up, put the PCBs in which were working, and now they don't work. So annoying. So I've got to get the PCBs looked at again, but it's nearly finished. It's 90% finished. I've just got to put some veneer on the side of it, and it's pretty much done, really. But it's good to have that game here. Another game that I remember fondly as a kid playing. Space Firebird. And I think the only way to play that game is on an original cab, because you play it in MAME. I think you did it for the podcast, didn't you?
Yeah.
And it loses a lot of the star field. It loses some of the sound effects, because I think the soundboard, or actually no, some of the graphics are operated on from the soundboard, and I don't think it's replicated very well in MAME. So you lose a bit of the experience. But yeah, it's great to have that all finished. Really, really cool. So yeah, that's what I've been up to, mate. Pretty busy with work and a few little resto projects, and that's about it. But the main thing really that we're all looking forward to this month was the UKVAC meet 2025 at the Time Warp Arcade in Bridgewater. Wow, what an event, wasn't it, mate?
Yeah, it's really good vibe in that place. I've been a few times now, and I've met all the people. I've met this time because I spend so much time talking to people and not playing any games.
Yeah, well, let's rewind. What time did you set out? Because you're a little bit further away from me, aren't you?
Yeah, it's 200 miles for me to.
So did you come down on Saturday morning?
Yeah.
Yeah. How many? 200 miles?
Yeah, it took about 4 hours.
And you got 4 hours. Wow, that is a journey, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. You got there for what time?
About 2:00, did I? Something like that.
2:00. Yeah, I got there, so it was only an hour and a half for me. So it wasn't too bad. And I got there for 12:00, and I had to deliver the Alka bomber because I sold it to Stuart at the Time Warp. So I got there early before everyone else did, offloaded the cab, and I also gave them the other Nintendo cocktail that I had left over and any parts that I had. They wanted it to make a cabinet out of it, so they got that for free, which is nice. I got there quite early. There was a few people there, and I was quite surprised actually how much it changed since I was last there. I don't know when you were last there.
Last year, I think. Yeah.
Oh, probably about the same time as me then, because I think I did a video on it a couple of years ago, so it's probably 2 years ago since I was there. But yeah, the upstairs had changed, because last time I was there, the roof had all caved in upstairs because they rent the premises, and I think they were trying to get a new roof on, so the whole upstairs was just all derelict. And they had since then put a roof on and made it more of a console area and stuck some more arcades up there, so that was awesome to see. It's a huge venue, isn't it?
Yeah, I suppose when you compare it to, like, I'm used to the big ones, like Arcade Club and that, but when you compare it to,
Yeah,
but yeah, it is a decent size, and then you double it when you go upstairs, and it's got it's like Arcade Club. They've got a pool room now, which is over 18s.
yeah,
And that's got pool tables, lots of chairs and stuff. It's like that vibe upstairs. A few games in
got
it.
lights. Yeah,
and pinballs all round it.
pinball. Yeah, I had a game of pool. Pool table in arcades, perfect. Everyone likes a game of pool, don't they?
Yeah.
In fact, I had a game with Martin. I won a couple of games, but then Martin beat me. Only just. He didn't thrash me, but yeah, it was great to play a game of pool. So yeah, just arrived, met everybody there. It was great to see such a great turnout. I mean, I think at one point there was 40 to 50 UKVACers there, which is a great turnout, isn't it?
Yeah.
Lots of new faces, few old faces there as well. So it was awesome to see. I mean, I was really trying my best to go up to everyone and talk to everyone. So if there's anyone that I missed, I do apologise. But at the next event, make it your mission to come up and say hi, because I'm always happy to chat with you about anything. But there were some great guys there. It's good to see Tony Temple there. I was there. Harry Bolt, who I did a little tour of the place with. Elliot is a really cool guy. There was just so many people. I don't like to name too many because it's like you feel like you're missing people out, but there were so many. Ed, obviously, who filmed my little game room tour that we did. It's always good to see Ed there. Any other people you could mention?
Yeah, I met One Punch Ron and Stacey King from the podcast
Stacey
Scores.
King. Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think I'd met him before. He was cool.
Yeah.
There was Bob. God, there was just so many, wasn't there?
Yeah.
So many. There's a guy who come over from Belfast. Yeah. And I wish he'd come up to me because I was looking out for him. And I knew he was there, but I didn't know what he looked like. So next time, come up and say hi because I just didn't know what it looked like. You know, it was just so many people there.
We had the lanyards as well, didn't we? That was good.
That's right. Yeah, we all had lanyards, so we knew who was who. And when we got there, we were presented with a challenge card, which was like a tournament. This was a great idea. So we had to play 8 out of 12 games and get the quickest win. So it was basically 12 games, and they all had certain scores that you had to reach, but you only had to reach 8 of the games listed, not all 12. So you could pick 8 out of the 12. Can you remember which ones you picked, Sean? Did you do them all?
I didn't, because I was chatting to so many people. I didn't play any of the. I didn't get a card.
Oh, didn't you?
But
Didn't get a card.
What I did play on that list is Raiden, Ray Crisis. No, that's just them two. Oh, Gallagher, obviously, yeah, but
yeah,
the ones we can go at what we played, can't we?
Well, Toki, I'd never played the arcade version. I absolutely fell in love with that game. That is an awesome game. Someone showed me how to do certain things. It's a bit of a memory game. Have you done it for the podcast?
We have, yeah.
It's great.
We have done it. Well, mixed review for us because it was rock hard and it is a memory game.
Yeah, I liked it.
Mm.
But I managed to get out. So the challenge for that was over 30,000. I managed to do that. Next game was Gallagher. I got 93,000, I think. I was gutted.
That's good.
I was so close. Yeah. Robocop, I had a quick go, but I couldn't beat the 40,000. I was pretty close to it, but not quite. I think a couple more games and I would have got that. Raiden, I couldn't find Raiden. There was Raiden Jet there and Raiden Fighters, but I couldn't find or Raiden 2, but I couldn't find the original. Maybe that's what they meant. Here's a weird one. Overdrive. Did you play that? The car game?
Not this time, but I've played it before. Yeah.
That's a weird one, isn't it?
Yeah. Go on, refresh my memory. What is it?
So it almost looks like a Sega sprite scaler, but it's not done as well. And it's a driver, but it's done on a vertical screen. It really wants to be a horizontal screen, really, because to get more, I don't know, more perspective of the road, I guess. But yeah, it's a bit frantic, but it did crack me up because if you crash in the game, your head goes through the windscreen. I've never seen that before in a game. So if you hit another car or an obstacle, you just see your helmet go through the windscreen, which is quite funny.
Oh God.
It was a bit of a shock, but yeah, that was quite a cool game. I managed to get you had to get over 250,000. I think I got 350,000, so I easily did that. Ray Crisis I didn't play. Ghouls and Ghosts did have a problem with the joystick, so it was very difficult to get anywhere in that, but I just point pressed and managed to get over the 10,000. Pac-Land is a game that I remember back in the day, but don't really remember putting that much money into it because I can't remember how to play it. But watching Matt Garrett, who is the world champion at golf, play it, and Tony Riccardi, both excellent players, showed me a few tips on how to play it. I managed to get a little bit further. That is quite a cool game, actually. I'm going to put more time into because there's lots of secrets in Pac-Land.
Yeah, we did that. Yeah.
Did you like it?
Not really.
No?
It was all right.
Not your bag?
No. It's okay. The what other games you enjoyed here? Super Space Invaders 91. Yeah,
Yes.
I played that as well because Jan called it when we used to play it in a pub in Blackburn. Jan called it the cow game because you got the mutilated. Was it what's it called? Mutilation zone, where the spaceships
Yes.
come down and go to the side of the screen and pick up the cows, and you've got to shoot them. As you always called it, the cow game.
It's quite cool, isn't it? I enjoyed that as well.
Yeah.
Blasteroids, I was itching to play. I didn't know he actually had that cab in there. Now, it's funny because it came up. Where did it come up on? Facebook Marketplace? Someone was selling one for 400 quid working, which is unbelievable price. And I was very tempted to buy it. And then I thought, well, I'm not sure. And then it was at the Time Warp Arcade, so I've got to go up this, see what it's like. And I didn't quite gel with it. I love the sound effects of it. I love the fact that you've got an ender level boss and you can pick what sector you want to do. But yeah, it wasn't good enough for me to go and buy that one off Facebook Marketplace. But still, cool cabinet, very cool game. Very rare game as well. I think Atari only made 2,000 of those, which is quite incredible, really.
And you can pick one of the 3 ships, can't you?
Yeah, and I think it's probably a game better playing 2-player because it's got a 2-player control panel, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
And well, let's go on to the food. We got food in, didn't we, later on in the evening?
Yeah, did I tell you about the biscuits? Have I mentioned these?
Oh, yeah, no, go on.
Yeah, when I walked in, there was this big table with my head on the front, and it said, for the attention of Sean Holly, let's just zoom in, the 10 pence arcade. So, table of biscuity goodness. And apparently no one was allowed to start these biscuits until I turned up.
I think I probably had one.
Did you? Yeah.
Yeah, secretly when you weren't looking.
Oh, that's okay then. Yeah, they're really good. Thanks for sorting that out. That was...
yeah, I did that. It was like a shrine to Mr. Sean Holly, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's great! Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool to see. I mean, he really went out of his way. He was a great host, Stuart, and it was great he showed us all behind the scenes. So there's still parts upstairs that they haven't quite conquered, if you like. There's still some building work that needs to be done. But I think at some point they will move further into that room and expand even further. But it was cool seeing all the other cabs that they're working on, spare parts, marquees. He brought a box of marquees out, original Electrocoin marquees. And you know what I'm like with marquees. I've got them all in my room here, Sean. Trying to collect them. Something about the Electrocoin marquees just gives you that warm feeling inside. It's what you remember back in the day, you know. Some of the artwork's really naff, but some of it's really cool. And I ended up trading a PCB for some marquees, and I've got them up on my wall, which is really cool. So that was great. He had loads of them. Really cool looking through all of that.
Yeah, shout out to the techs as well.
The techs, yeah.
Dave, yeah,
Luke,
Mark,
yeah,
and obviously Stu pitches in, doesn't he? But
yeah, and the whole staff. You know, the guy at the door. There was
Norm.
There was a young couple upstairs.
He's been there since day dotters. Norm, he's great.
Has he? Yeah. Yeah, no, they're all great. They're all really welcoming, and of course, part of the price of the ticket was pizza and chips, which was great. That went round well, didn't it? Everyone enjoyed that.
Yeah, really good.
So, yeah, fantastic. Is there any other games that you enjoyed playing there? There was a lot of sit-down cabs downstairs, wasn't there?
Yeah. Just
any races? A picture of you playing some sort of race leader, some driving game. Was that Outrun 2?
Yeah, I can finish that. I can finish it on the easy level. I didn't do it, so I'm rusty on that. I got to the last level.
Yeah.
But what else did I play? Let's just have a scroll through.
Tubing. Lots of nice English jammer cabs.
Oh, I got into Juno first again, but that takes me about 2 hours to get into the zone on that. And then I'm proper in the zone and I can loop it and that. But me and Retro Russ, our podcast king, we were credited through Aliens Extermination, which is...
Oh, yeah. The Konami Aliens.
The gun game.
Oh, the gun game. Sorry, yeah.
I think
play that one.
It's right next to another one, Aliens Toy Shop. Have you played that one? Aliens Toy Shop.
Yeah.
Aliens cheese sandwich. No, this is.
Was that a good game?
Yeah, really good. Yeah, it is
Yeah.
quite intense, but the amount of crediting you had to do through it. But I suppose if you got really good, you may be able to 1cc it. But it just throws stuff at you, and the ammo does get low, and you get down
Yeah.
to this pistol. But
Yeah.
you have like rocket launch kind of bullets and grenades. You have a second. You have three
Yeah.
triggers on the rifle. You've got like a bomb, the normal trigger, and something else. Can't remember. Anyway, 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, Outrun 2, F-14 Tomcat pinball. It's good that they've got pinballs there.
Yeah. Did you play the big light gun cabs like Let's Go Jungle and that pirate one?
I haven't played it there, but I've played it quite a bit in the past. I think. Where was it? It's in a lot of the. It was in a lot of the places in Blackpool, and around that area. But I've
Well,
played.
they were quite fun. Lovely looking cabinets, huge cabinets. I played a bit of Hang On, Sega's Hang On. It's always good to have a bit of blast on that. Did you see that Neo Geo cabinet?
The massive one.
Yeah, we dragged that out of the York raid, and Ollie Muddy Music restored that. That's an amazing looking cabinet. It looks so cool. It's done a fantastic job. It was next to the Commando. You had a dedicated Commando in there. So yeah, I loved a bit of that Neo Geo. Lovely looking cab, that, Stuart. We had the Manx TT. That was a good game, biking game.
Yeah, it is good, that.
Crazy Taxi. He had a few Electricon Goliaths in there with some great shooters on there. A few candy cabs. So much stuff. But, you know, what I liked about it was a lot of old English stuff in as well. He had a lot of Alka cabs. He had an Alka Snapper, which is the bootleg of Pac-Man, and an Alka Gallagher, which was the same cabinet as the Bomber that I sold them. So the 2 of those, 3 of them are going to look amazing together. So cool. Yeah, what a fantastic weekend. I mean, it was almost like it was a private party, because the public disappeared about 8 o'clock, and then we had the whole place to ourselves till 12 o'clock midnight, didn't we?
Yeah.
And then we went to the pub because we couldn't get a drink in the hotel. They had some computer issues or something, didn't they?
Yeah, they said that, but you don't know. I think they were shutting up and said, "Oh, come back in 15 minutes," and I knew full well we wouldn't come back.
Yeah. So yeah, we carried on in this sort of bikers heavy metal pub, which I thought was quite cool because they had loads of vinyl for sale in there. So I was looking through that. So yeah, it was just a fantastic day, fantastic weekend. What can I say? I've got to say a huge thank you to everyone that came. It was a great turnout. And if I didn't get to say hi to any of you, make sure you come up and say hi next time. Awesome event. Really, really good turnout.
Yeah, loved it. Loved it. It was excellent. And I definitely think if it was closer, I'd go a lot more, you know. But it's not. It's a long way off. But
yeah, but you make a weekend of it, don't you? I mean, when we drive up to Arcade Club, that's 3.5 hours for me. Yeah. And we've done that a lot. A lot of the Southerners have always gone up north. And I just thought it's about time you Northern lot came down to us for a change. You know? Yeah. And when you do, you moan. We've been travelling up there for years, getting a hotel. So I think it's good to swap it around. It's also good to change venues. We obviously won't do it there every year. We'll swap it around, do somewhere different next time. But I think that is an excellent venue for a UKVAC meet. It really is. And the one thing I'd note is something about the place. It dampens the sound of the games. Did you notice that? You could actually walk around and hear each other talking, whereas the arcade club's quite noisy. And I don't know whether that's the acoustics of that room. Because it's quite a high ceiling, isn't it, in the arcade clubs? And they might struggle to sort of dampen that down. Everything seems to be cranked up to 11. Whereas in there, you can still hear the games and talk at the same time.
Yeah, I didn't realise that until you said. You come up and said you can hear yourself speaking here.
Yeah.
That is, yeah.
A lot of people said that. About 4 or 5 people come up to me and said that exactly the same thing. I was like, yeah, you're right. It's just got the right atmosphere here. It's just a great atmosphere.
And unusual games as well.
Unusual stuff we hadn't seen before.
Yeah, definitely.
There was a what was that baseball fighting game?
Baseball Batman Ninja.
Yeah, I'd never seen that before. Apparently, he's got an original PCB of that. That's uber rare, isn't it?
I don't know if the PCB's rare. It's a weird game. I think we should do it. It's a weird beat 'em up.
Maybe we'll do that one. So yeah, some definitely some odd games, but that's cool to see. Something a bit different you don't see anywhere else.
Yeah, definitely.
You had the prop cycle, but that was broken. Unfortunately, I wanted to have a go on that.
They always break them things.
I
was on one when it was released, like in the 90s or something. It broke when I was on it.
Did it?
It must be very hard to maintain that kind of thing with the actual physical thing.
Well, it's got a crankshaft, doesn't it? In it,
so that's the word.
I guess kids are standing up on it and treating it like it was a grifter from back in the day, throwing it down on the floor like we all used to. Pillions on the back.
There's some good photos here, actually. I'll put them on the website.
Yeah.
Oh, it's me playing Outrun. Yeah, there's a few faces. I know the faces, but I can't remember the names. Very embarrassing. I remember faces. Oh, and there's a picture of the pizzas. Stuart went so over the top with the pizzas. Well, we thought he did, but they all got eaten, didn't they?
It all got eaten up. Those chips were amazing.
Yeah.
Can't beat salty, vinegary chips, can you?
Ooh, I'm getting hungry now, and I've had something to eat. Oh, you've got a group photo. Excellent, mate.
Yeah. Have you not seen all the pictures?
Yeah, but I don't think I've seen that one up close. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
I'm down the front, aren't I?
Yeah. And there's Tony Riccardi and Russ. I think Russ was getting a lot of his original flyers signed by either world champions or people that are really good. I think Tony Riccardi probably is the world champion, not officially, but he's looped Ghosts and Goblins God knows how many times. He's pretty good at it. And I think he got Tony Temple to sign a couple of Missile Command flyers. Adrian Purser was there. Bruce. Yeah. Good to see Brucey Boy there. Batfish, Martin, Smarty Martin. Harry Bolt. Yeah, and Tetley, who's got a YouTube channel.
Tetley.
So many cool people. They're all in that picture, aren't they?
Yeah.
Great turnout. A lot of new faces, which is always good to see. So yeah, for me, it was probably the best UKVAC meet I've been to in a long time. I don't know. I just think it was a great atmosphere, great venue, and good turnout.
I've got a bit of audio here. Do you want me to put it in?
Yeah, put it in.
Put it in. Hang on.
Right, Sean, we have a very special, not guest, but you are a world champion.
I thought when you said special, I thought you meant with a capital R.
We've got Matt Garrett here, the world champion at Golf, Midway's Golf.
I am.
At the Time Hall Park, you having a lot of fun?
I've loved it.
Yeah.
I think walking in, we get so used to seeing the 80s games, and it's the 90s and noughties.
Yes.
And I sort of walked in, I was like, what am I going to play? And then they had the challenge thing. You've got to get over 8 scores. And it was good. It just meant that you played all the other games.
Yeah.
I learned some new things on Pac-Land, because I used to play that, but I didn't know where the warp was, so I learned that. Learned the warp today.
Warp? Yes, on Pac-Land, yeah.
Yeah, if you're going to get the high score, you have to do the warp.
That's right, I learned that as well. I never learned that. It's an alright game. I don't know how kids worked that out back in the day.
They had
so many secrets.
Yeah, you do, because they in the magazines they had all those little hints and tips, and that's why they put them in the game, wasn't it?
Any other fans? I mean, he did have a lot of early 80s as well.
What was the driving game you all played out?
Power Drift.
No, not Power Drift. One I haven't played before.
Overdrive.
Overdrive. Never played it before.
No, neither have I.
Weird vertical.
Yeah, the way the guys, when you slam the brakes or you hit someone else, it goes through the windscreen.
I liked it. Not a game I played before, but it was something different.
Toki was cool.
I'd never got good. I think I'll put that on my multi-game later on.
good fun.
Bit ghouls and ghosty in the feel of the
Yeah,
game, you know,
yeah.
the platform. I wasn't very good at it, but I got my 30,000. I got my points
Good man,
to
good man.
qualify. On
About
that.
Robocop.
I used to play that when I was a kid,
Yeah.
so that was another one that's fairly
That's a
easy.
later game that you got into.
I got the score on that, and then but
Yeah.
that was first go. That was
Yeah.
like it's not too bad to get.
So
that
you
one.
had to get a certain amount of scores on 8 games out of 12.
That was
and
it.
and you managed to get 8.
And I like that because
Yeah.
we get used to us arcade collectors sitting just chatting to each other. Chat's good,
Yeah.
but it's nice to play variety games
Definitely.
as well.
Definitely. Well, good to see you, mate.
Thank you very
Thanks
much.
for coming along.
I've got my mug.
You got your mug.
There we go.
You been drinking tea or
Arcade
coffee
mug.
out of that, or whiskey?
Coffee, I suspect. Well, good to see you.
Yeah,
I've
good to
enjoyed
see you,
it. And
mate.
I'll see you at the next one.
Take care, mate. Cheers.
Good night.
Okay, right. Cheers, mate.
Right, no worries.
Next
Whether
person.
you want to delete off the start and say special, it's up to you.
We're on the 10 Pence Arcade Podcast.
Do you want to
How you doing, mate?
have a little chat with us?
10 pence, you alright?
Yeah, you enjoyed yourself? You come all the
Yeah,
way
it's been-
down from where?
Yeah, Nottingham.
Nottingham.
About 3.5 hours.
Yeah.
But it's worth the trip.
Is this your first time in the Time Warp Arcade?
First time here, yeah.
Yeah.
I've got
Like
to say,
it?
it's got a charm to it. This arcade has.
It has.
It's got a feel to it and an atmosphere. Absolutely recommend it. Love it.
It's got a really warm feel about it, isn't it? And a sort of like old English feel about it that you remember back in the day.
Yeah, definitely. And the other thing is as well, it's not too loud. You can have a chat
Yeah.
and talk. You know, you can
The
chew
machines
fat.
are not all turned up really loud. There's no loud music. You can sit down, have a chat on the couch, play some old console games as well as the classic arcade games as well. Any favourites in here today?
To be honest, I enjoyed playing on that Alka Bomber cab of yours.
Yeah, yeah,
So I've enjoyed playing on that.
yeah.
So.
Any new favourites you hadn't played before? They were a bit of a surprise.
No, not really. I play everything. I mean, we've all played everything.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I'd never played Overdrive before. Never played that.
Yeah.
And Toki I haven't really played much of, or even Pac-Land and
Is it Toki or is it Toki?
Toki,
I always
Toki.
said Toki.
Toki. Yeah,
Toki
probably,
is a good
probably
game.
right.
Toki's
Yeah.
a good game.
Pac-Lands I never really got put much time into either, so it's good to play that.
Yeah, I played that a bit earlier on. I enjoyed
Yeah.
that as well.
Yeah. Well, cheers. Good to see you, mate. And thanks for coming along.
Yeah, no problem.
Right,
See you.
next. Ross, how you doing, mate?
Yes.
Hello. Well, sit down, sit down. Oh, yes.
Russ is our image maestro. He does all the images, and he's done the Donkey Kong image
Thank you.
for the Kong off, and he's given me a lovely arcade book for my birthday. Is it for my birthday? This is for my birthday, yeah. An arcade book so I can fill in. It's got to be things about arcades. It can't just be a jotting like I went to the supermarket. They had a deal on tomatoes. I bought some tomatoes. That would be no good,
No.
wouldn't it? No.
Just
No.
a book on arcades.
Yes.
That's right.
So go on. What was I saying?
What were you saying? You were telling me. Oh yeah, so it's been a pleasure to do the artwork for you guys. I really enjoy doing it, and thank you for letting me do it. It's great. It's great fun to do.
Yeah. And you're organising the con off next year, aren't you? Looking forward to that. A lot of people are looking forward to that.
Yeah, it's getting a bit of momentum now. We've got about 25 people signed up. We've got a guy who's been from Sweden and a guy from Australia is actually
Awesome.
coming.
Oh no.
So it sounds like they all mean business.
Yeah.
At the minute, I've just arranged with Ollie Muddy Music that he's going to print our marquees that we've got for the cabinets. And also, I'm getting the couple of some 3 trophies 3D printed with really custom made, just little trophies to give out to the winner, second and third, that kind of thing. So it's all coming together, but we've got to deliver now, haven't we?
Fantastic. Yeah.
You're going to help me out filming on the day, aren't you?
I'll film it on the day, yeah,
Great.
100%. Yeah, like we've done today.
Yeah.
What did you think of the Time Warp Arcade?
It's really quite impressive, actually.
Yeah.
I didn't know it would be this big.
First time here?
First time here. I didn't know they'd have as many cabs. I didn't know they'd have the variety of cabs. I like the... there's all kinds of aged cabs here. So there's always something new. There's quite a few new games I've played here today.
Do you recommend this to anyone, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Well, cheers. Good to see you, mate.
Thank you for putting it on. Thank
No
you for
worries,
organising
mate.
it, Alex.
Okay, who next? Ed, do you want to be on the podcast? Just tell us a little bit about what you thought of the Time Warp Arcade.
Very good day, yeah.
You recording? Right?
Really
Yeah,
good.
still recording.
A lot of enthusiasts here, a lot of good games to play, a lot of passion for the hobby, and Yeah, I think it's really. The high school challenge worked well, didn't it?
Yeah, this is your first time here?
Second time
Second
here.
time,
Yeah,
It's changed a lot since I was here last.
Yeah, I think it's good mix of machines, and no, I think the challenge is really good. Although I only think I got about 6 out of the 12. But,
Any games you hadn't played before that were a bit of a surprise or disappointment even?
Nice to play tubing. It's a nice cabinet, that one.
Yeah.
That's what I haven't played for a long time. A few.
Overdrive.
Never
It's been
played
a bit
that
of a talk
before.
of the evening, isn't it? Because
Yeah, that
no
was
one's
like-
played it before.
Yeah, that was like playing a car game while someone's firing bow and arrows at you or something. It was Overdrive. Bit of an overload of further senses.
Yeah.
The first time I played it tonight.
Well,
It's quite odd, isn't it?
Pac-Land, that was pretty good. Pac-Land, although not sure I'll play that when I get back home. But it's good to see people play it and know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And downstairs, there's some good drivers downstairs. Always like the drivers,
Got a lot of
dedicated
big cabs, hasn't it?
Yeah.
As well as the jammer cabs. A good variety, I think.
Yeah, no, it's been very good. Actually, Arkanoid, I think that's a good game. Yeah. You know, you don't often see it with a 2-player spinner either side. I enjoyed that. Not very easy though.
Well, good to see you, mate.
Yeah,
Thanks
right,
for
well
coming.
done.
Right, that is it. We've got pictures there of Time Warp. It's a great place, as we keep saying. There is a very nice, pleasant, not old school, but a comfortable vibe about it, isn't it? If you're in that area, it's worth a pop in. There's famously not a lot to do in Bridgewater, but they do have these amazing carnivals for some reason that are absolutely amazing. So that's it, kids. We're moving on.
Podcast pickups.
Podcast pickups. Wow. We both got a present here, haven't we, from the same person?
These
What did you-
biscuits from He Is Jimmy's trip to Japan. And I got some Minions biscuits. Guess what flavour they were? Bin Minions. Banana and chocolate. Oh, how cool are them? I got a little bag, I got some little rice cakes, and I got a message saying, in Japanese, I had to translate it. It said something like, enjoy Japanese biscuits. Yeah, I have to zoom in on that. Yeah, enjoy Japanese biscuits. Thanks, Jimmy.
That's awesome. It actually quite looks like you, that little minion.
Yeah, I often get mistaken. I get mistaken for them.
Well-
I've still got them here. I've not eaten many of them. Oh, in a bag. A minion bag.
Well, I couldn't believe it when I opened my box, and I've had it for a couple of weeks and still hadn't opened it. And when I did, I was shocked to see he'd been to Nintendo World in Japan and brought me a lovely Nintendo box of biscuits. It's in an awesome tin, Nintendo World biscuit tin. And wow, well, there's some amazing treats in there. Sweets, biscuits, Mario biscuits, Donkey Kong biscuits, Luigi. It's just so cool. What can I say, Jimmy? Just amazing. Thank you so much. I gave a few to the kids. They were like, wow, so cool. I really want to get more of those and make a great Christmas present. So yeah, cheers for that, buddy. Absolutely awesome.
Right, my pickups, I actually got some. This was a bit of research, actually. Hardcore Gaming 101, one of my favourite sites. It's changed a bit over the years. I used to go to it for shoot 'em ups, and this is Hardcore Gaming Presents The Guide to Shoot 'em Ups Volume 1 and 2 PDFs. And I've looked through them, and it'd be great, I think, to make a playlist of these games. Like, they've got them split by manufacturer. And in Volume 1, there's Compile, Star Force, Star Soldier, Hot B, which is Over Horizon, Steel Empire, Insect X, and then IREM, which is your R-Types, Technosoft, which is your Thunder Forces, Cotton, and then there's others like Gates of Thunder, Lords of Thunder. And then Volume 2's got some old school stuff on it, Xevious, Bosconian, Blastoff, Final Blaster. And then there's a Toaplan section, there's a Rising section, which is the precursor to Cave. You've got Battle Back Raid, Battle Go Rega. Then Video System, which is your Sikio stuff. Gunbird 2. So there's loads on there. It's 2 really good books.
Are they going to release these physically, do you think?
What, the actual compilations?
So these are reviews of the games, are they?
Yeah, this is a PDF. I think you can get it. I think they are hardbacks that you can get as well.
I have got some hardbacks from Hardcore 101.
There's a Sega one that I've
Well,
nearly
maybe
bought.
I've got these already, but
Yeah.
so these must be all reviews of, or at least, articles about these games. It's great to have them as a list, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is good. And I've got, obviously, I was searching for Dogyuun, and this came up, so I bought it for Dogyuun. And
Right.
that's a really good game description. We'll find out later. Whoo! Right, yeah, that's my pickups. And also from Retro Russ, which we've said before, which is the T-shirt. And
Yes,
yeah.
I got one of those as well, and a little book, a little notebook. Thanks for that, Russ.
Friendly shout-outs.
Shout-outs. I think we've really done this, haven't we, already? Time Warp Arcade.
Well, let's
Jimmy.
do it again. Yeah, Stuart from the Time Warp. Every VACer that turned up and made it such a special occasion. It's you guys that made it special, and obviously Stuart and the gang at the Time Warp Arcade. Jimmy for the biscuits, Russ for the T-shirt, and a shout out to Ed for filming my walk around video. Big round of applause.
Yay! You can put a round of applause in there.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like applause.
Listener feedback.
Feedback! Paul McCaskey via email. I thought I'd drop you a line as I'm still loving the show and trying to play games where I can. I had a Dogyuun PCB many moons ago, so we'll definitely give it a go, although I was always rubbish at it. In other news, I saw Amazon are selling t-shirts from Hamster, the people behind the Arcade Archives series on the Switch, and they have a couple of t-shirts including Mouser.
Oh,
So I got Mouser.
it's one for you, mate, for Christmas.
Also from Paul McCaskey. Oh, we're talking about personal stuff. Thanks for writing back. I hope you're doing well and your wife is better. She had a bit of a... We've been in hospital with her for a bit, but she's good now. I do think about getting another show sometimes, because he was on the Game Music Guide and he used to review music from different games. And he went into so much detail, and it was really good to listen to, and he played a lot of the games. And he put, I did enjoy it, but since then I've had more stressful jobs and less free time, so I've not really been able to record. I'm certainly do another show at some point as I start putting new ones together sometimes. Thanks for mentioning it a few episodes ago. It's great that you still remember it. Thanks, Paul.
Wow. Retro Rex, or Rich, Pinball, Sean. I know you're getting into it properly, and Alex has been considering a table. I never played pinballs as a kid, but I have enjoyed them at the arcade club in recent years. I bought a Legends Pinball Micro last year and love it. It's a virtual pinball table, and for an inexperienced player with zero nostalgia for the hobby, I have loved it. The haptics seem brilliant, and it doesn't take up much space at all. Have either of you ever played a Virtual One?
Yeah, I have.
What's a Virtual One?
A virtual pinball.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, with different... Some of them, like a show I found really laggy, really bad. You couldn't play it. But Tronads has built one.
Well, a lot of people build. I've got a friend who I'm buying some Neo Geo carts from. He's built one, and it's incredible. It's got an OLED screen in it, and it's got all the feedback. You know, when you nudge the table, the ball wobbles. You know, it's got so many features on it. It almost looks and feels like a real pinball.
Yeah, Tronads is good. Last time I seen it, I think he's done a lot to that.
But he goes on to say, don't worry, I won't stop listening if you hate them. I'm a casual retro gamer and look for convenience and simplicity over authenticity. Looking forward to December's choice.
Arcade and Bud, I was listening to one of your podcasts while having a heart surgery. Oh, Gaz, you do that? Under sedation. Thanks for keeping me company.
Yeah, I did reply to that. He's okay. It was keyhole surgery, but successful. I'm glad to hear. Thanks for listening, mate. Nick Red7 got a YouTube channel, great YouTube channel. Dude, I completely forgot to submit my score for Tiger Road. I got past the snake level to the hopping ghost things, then got sidetracked and didn't fire it up again. It's a good game, but it's just not as addictive as other Capcom games of that era. We'll definitely join in Dogyuun. I'll actually remember to submit a score. Great episodes as always. Hopefully I'll drop by next live this weekend. That is referring to my live video feed that I do on my channel. Cheers for that, Nick.
Got Big Hillam. I live in Bridgewater. Would really like to come to the arcade meet. I don't know if you did, maybe.
No, if you did, no. Yeah. Electric Adventures, Tony in, do you know where he lives, Sean? He lives in Tasmania.
Wow.
Yeah. It's a little island off Australia. It's tiny.
God.
But he's a great YouTuber. He creates games for the ColecoVision, MSX, and a few others. He's a lovely guy. He's got a great YouTube channel. Check him out, Electric Adventures, aka Tony. I've been following him for years, and we always backwards and forwards chatting about games and stuff. But he says, thanks for the shout out, Alex. Much appreciated. And yes, Undo Drunos is definitely the pick of the bunch for the Neo Geo carts in that lot, because he picked a load of carts up, managed to get them working. I still haven't got any life out of Ninja Commando, but I haven't given up yet. I have 2 more cab pickups. Yes, I have found room somehow, God knows how. An Australian-built Gottlieb Challenger 26-inch horizontal cab. Local operator had given up on it, so I got it extremely cheap, and it took me 20 minutes to fix. Was the main filter cap, so the main filter cap was bad. You can use it as a maraca. Came with an original Snow Brothers board. That's always a good get, which I've never played and have been quite enjoying it. The other pickup was a Sega Blast City, a Japanese candy cab, mostly restored. Monitor once again with issues. This one I sent off to get repaired in a place in Western Australia, Joe Mac, and it just came back the other day, and now it seems to be working. It came with a Sega STV board. Had not heard of this board. A Die Hard arcade cartridge, and all the associate artwork. I have since also added an 8-in-1 cartridge from AliExpress, and have been playing Cotton 2. Might have to give this month's game a go. Haven't played it, but I love my shoot 'em ups. Great episode. Thank you, Tony. Cheers for that, mate.
I think this is another one from your channel as well. David, retro games played badly. Marmite sausage rolls. I would rather eat out of a tramp's bum. Ooh. I had one of them. It was really nice. Sorry to hear about
tramp's
your
bum.
Yeah. No. What? Sorry to hear about your son. Oh yeah, I hope he's on the mend. Sounds like you've all had a rough time. I used to love to pow. China in your hand. Do, 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 do. Great podcasty thingy, chaps.
Biscuit review, biscuit review. I don't know about you. Biscuit review.
Right, biscuit review. I've had 2 lots of these just to make sure. Fox's favourites, milk chocolate Viennese. Very simple. The Viennese kind of of like sugary sort of crumbly base sandwich. So it's like a sandwich. Yeah, they're very nice. They're very nice. I've had a couple of packs. I had a pack on Sunday night all to myself. Well, Jan had one of them. And also, Paul Higgins discovered that Tesco sells milk chocolate coated custard creams. Ooh, I'm going to have to try them. Oof, 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 oof. Right.
Musical memories.
Musical
memories.
This is an easy one for me, even though it was
92.
The Prodigy Experience, released in September. I'm still listening to it. An absolute masterpiece, full on of rave style music and so full of energy. I still put it on every so often, and it is fantastic. Then they followed it with 2 more amazing albums, Music for the Jilted Generation in 1984 and The Fat of the Land in 1997. I just loved that album, and you put it on now and it's just, it has aged, but it's just like every 2 bars there's something going on with it, you know, every 2 bars there's some like breakdown, or it's really clever, really good. It's one of my top 10 albums of all time, that, The Prodigy Experience, even though it was September 92. I know we're talking about November, but...
Yeah, no, that's cool. I like The Prodigy as well, although I wasn't into them at that point. I got into them way later when Fat of the Land came about. But I was aware of them, just wasn't into that. The stuff I was into, well, I mean, God, 92. That was a great year for me. I was, you know, such great memories of 92. What was I doing? I'd left my building company, so I'd left school, done my apprenticeship for 4 years, and then had enough and left that company, which was a pretty good idea because they went bust because I think there was a recession. There was a recession around that time, and they went bust in the recession. And I went off and did my own stuff, and then I just started getting really into music and travelling. I was living out a bag, just living this beatnik life. I loved sort of the on the road books by Jack Kerouac, and I was into the Doors, and I was just travelling around. And I had a relationship with a Swedish girl, and I would travel out to Sweden, and I ended up living over there on and off for 6 years in my 20s, which was pretty cool. Doing all sorts of weird things, jobs wise. I was a DJ on Bandit Radio, the rock home of Stockholm, giving some classic rock tracks and the best new music.
Fantastic.
I was selling illegal perfume and fish and bottle openers in Stockholm town centre in minus 25 degrees. I was playing in bands. I was doing all sorts of stuff. I was living the life, basically. I absolutely loved it. And then I'd come back here, and I was just into everything. Guns N' Roses was pretty big back then. Use Your Illusion 1 and 2 had been released. I think I'd gone to see them probably by then 4 times. Black Crows I was into. Jesus Jones, EMF, all that kind of stuff.
I saw Jesus Jones. Yeah, I saw them. I think Sunscream was the backing band, and I was into them as well.
Yeah. Well, funny enough, I went out of his wife a year before.
What, Jesus Jones?
I was dating his wife. They'd split up.
Oh, right, that's good.
They weren't married, but I was dating his wife. I met her in a pub in London, a proper heavy metal pub, and I was dating her. I think I dated her for about 6 months or something, but she had a party at her house, and because she was married to Jesus, she knew loads of famous people at that point. And I couldn't believe it when Seal, remember Seal?
Yeah.
He turned up at the party, and I was chatting to him in the hallway for ages. And I used to do this party trick where I used to smoke roll-ups back then. I used to be able to roll a cigarette with one hand.
Yeah.
Everyone loved it. I was just giving out rollies all evening long, just rolling these rollies, just giving them out to everyone. They just wanted to see this little party trick that I did. But yeah, fond memories, man. That was just great times for me. I wish I could. That was a point in my life I wish I could rewind and revisit, because I just had so much fun meeting so many people, travelling around. You know, didn't know where I was going, and happy. I had no belongings. All my stuff from my sort of childhood, my Spectrum collection, and everything else, my mum and dad had in their loft, so I never got rid of it. It was all up there. So when I got back into the hobby, all of that came back down. So I've still got all my original Spectrum collection, which surprises people to this day, because a lot of people got rid of their stuff. But it all stayed up in my mum's loft, and I'm glad it did, as well as all my other Dungeons and Dragons figures, everything I've still got to this day. So I'm glad I never sold anything. I'm glad I went off and did my travelling and came back and still had all my stuff that kind of rooted me back in this country, you know, and my life. Yeah, it was such cool times, man.
Okay,
Loved the
yeah.
90s. Early 90s was so cool.
Yeah, 92 was the year I moved up to Blackburn. I think I mentioned it before with the company that envelope company, and my boss left, and I was put in charge of the management of the warehouse. And yeah, I loved it because it was independent. I used to go down and see my mates at weekends. I used to
Yeah,
travel 180 miles,
really?
go out with them Friday, Saturday, and Sunday we
Yeah,
used to play pool and then drive back up Monday morning. So, and
yeah,
then like I met my wife, and yeah, lots of things happened in '92. Like lots
yeah.
of like I was lodging with people, and lots of that's when my Vectrex melted. I
I,
think I
and I think
mentioned that.
all through my 20s, I was traveling around. Like, I mean, I lived in so many different places. Because even when I left my building company, I went and worked with my dad's firm with my dad, and they were like a shop fitting company. So my dad was a pipe fitter welder. He used to, and also used to install these big industrial boilers into Summerfields. Don't know if you remember Summerfields, the
Yeah.
supermarket. And there was another one, International and Woolworths. So we did a lot of work in there, but it all had to be at night shifts. So we'd have to do a lot of night work. So I'd work for like 3-4 months doing night shifts and save up loads of money and then just go travelling. But the work that we did with my dad's firm was all over the country. We'd travel to Wales, Scotland, Isle of Wight, forever driving around. You know, people was saying, we do so much driving to that. I'm used to it. Everywhere I've always worked and driven. And I've always liked to do that because you see a bit of the country. I even enjoy it to the day. I don't mind an hour's drive to work. It's great fun, you know. So I've just always enjoyed travelling. I just wish I'd done more of the world, just ventured a little bit further, you know. Because I've done a lot of Scandinavia, but not so much sort of further Americas and stuff like that. Maybe one day I'll do it.
Yeah,
Japan.
you've been a lot more adventurous than me. I was just like with the lads, like 2 holidays a year, going to Benidorm and Tenerife, and then like out on the lash.
Yeah, I
Like,
never did those. Never did those holidays.
yeah, yeah. Like
Yeah,
I was perfectly happy doing that. Like traveling
yeah.
didn't really appeal to me.
I had no money, Sean. I mean, I hitchhiked. I remember getting a boat from Harwich to Gothenburg with literally zero money. And I'd wait for people to finish their food and go around and just getting the scraps off the plates because I was that poor. But I knew once I got to Stockholm, I had a job. I literally had to hitchhike across, just thumbing my way across, hitchhiking across Sweden. And that was an eye-opener. But that's what I wanted to do because that was kind of what I was reading about, all these beatnik travellers were doing, and I wanted to relive that. It's what my dad did. My dad, I know we're going on this subject quite a long time, but my dad, when he was 14, he travelled to Turkey with Ralph McTell. Do you remember Ralph McTell? He wrote The Streets of London, went to #1 in the UK charts in the 60s. That was
Ah,
his
yeah.
best mate. And both of them travelled to Turkey and just, you know, can you imagine doing that at 14, 15? It's mad, isn't it?
Yeah, before Jan met me, she travelled like alone or with a mate, and she met people in Bali. She went to Bali. She went to America. She went to like
Yeah,
all these different Canada. She went to on her own.
yeah.
Yeah, she loved it.
I think it's
They were
good.
holidays though, like camping holidays and hiking
Yeah,
holidays. But she's very adventurous.
yeah.
And then she met me, and it all went downhill, mate. Oh my god,
I
all
don't say.
went downhill. Should we go pub, love? What again? Yeah. Can we go
Should
to a
go to
different?
Benidorm.
No, she didn't like Benidorm, so
No,
I went with
it's
my
not a
mates.
very nice place. No.
Oh, I love that because the music was all getting sort of techno-y and at that time,
Yeah,
92.
not my dig.
Nightclubs in Benidorm were ace.
I'm a bit of a hippie at heart. See, I am an old hippie, really. You
It's
know,
amazing that you've done all that there, mate. God, is it like really adventurous?
I was. Yeah, just wanted to do. I had a map of America on the wall. You know, I planned to go across it. I wouldn't do it now, but I planned to do the Route 66 and all that. Dad wanted to do it as well on his BSA, but we never got round. So I eventually got there with the Sky Skipper project and loved America. I loved the people, loved America. I'd love to go back, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, moving on, because we've been on this subject for a while.
Feature game review.
Featured game review, Sean.
Featured game review. It's my pick. I picked 2 by accident, didn't I? And you loved
did.
it. You loved it. So you've got to pick next 2. Dogyuun is an onomatopoeia, which means it sounds like, of the explosion sound effect that the logo makes when you insert at the logo screen. You insert a credit. It goes Dogyuun. Apparently, I can't.
I've never heard of that terminology before.
Yeah, it's a weird sound, isn't it? There's 4 weapons to choose from. Blue pulsing laser, pretty strong, direct line of fire. Purple psycho beam. This is a vertical shoot 'em up, by the way. Pretty strong, direct, purple snaky homing in thing. Green lightning laser. I've used all of these at certain times in the game. Shoots crackling green stuff either side of your ship. Or the red laser homes in and turns at right angles when it reaches an enemy. Very cool, really visually impressive bullet game. Power-ups, only 2 basic types, and you can only use 1 at once. A bomber, it gives you a single smart bomb, but there's no indication you've got it. So you can have a smart bomber with a wingman. The next one of the wingmen, very useful. It's a strange game. It's got the speed up is not what you think. If you press, it's a 2-button game, and it either does the bomber, so it releases the bomb. It's almost a smart bomb type
How
of
do you
thing.
know what you've got?
You don't know you've got the bomb. It's weird.
That's what I mean. That's what's stupid about it.
It is stupid. But this speed up, it gives you options on either side of your ship which actually protect you from bullets. And there's only one of them where the options shoot, which is the blue laser. The others, they don't shoot. But what you can do with that, instead of having a smart bomb or to get out of trouble, you've got a speed. So you press the button and you can speed over the screen. And the amount of times I've been hemmed in by bullets and just sped underneath them. Yeah, it's
I didn't get that mechanic. I didn't find that one out. It's probably where I was going wrong then.
It's a very useful thing. It's an unusual game. And there's a tractor beam, right, that appears below the ship. And it's very difficult to use it. You can capture the ships Gallagher style and use them. But the other thing you can do is you can start a 2-player and then use that tractor beam to move into that player and get a very powerful ship. Now, a lot of players have said that's cheating then because you've got a super powerful chip. So I didn't use it, and a few people.
But if it's been implemented into the game, surely it's part of the game.
Yeah, apparently Konami did it with Twin B and other games, but I thought it was a bit cheaty, so I didn't use it. And I got a good score anyway. And also I think the bomb also protects you from, the tractor beam protects you from one hit from people coming up behind you. That's not documented, but that's what I think. Right, development. Dogyuun's development was supposed to be released before Truxton 2, but it was delayed in order for some retooling because developers weren't quite happy with it. This was the first work by Joker Jun Inui, who would later have a prolific career with Cave. He obviously loved mecha. The game is full of huge, fantastic mecha-style beasts, isn't it? The soundtrack, what do you reckon to the soundtrack? It's good, isn't it?
Right, it didn't stand out for me.
Proper good.
Not like other Toaplan games.
But I think it's very good, but it gets repetitive, so I switch it off. That was done by Tatsuya Uemura, who had been with Toaplan dating back to Flying Shark, and easily one of his best works. Right, last bit. This is what I've got from Hardcore Gaming 101, but I've cannibalised it a bit. That PDF. Even though Dogyuun is a bit of a mess, it's still a fantastic title. Unfortunately, its oddball nature led it to being a bit of a flop. And then when combined with the lukewarm reception for Truxton 2, it began to spell at the beginning of the end for Toaplan. I think they did like Batsugun after that, and maybe a couple more, but that were it, yeah.
And that was it. Yeah. Gameplay. Uninspired by the gameplay, really. Didn't really grab me. I think, like you say, maybe I missed out on some of the mechanics there. It sounds like I did. It wasn't clear, was it, what you're supposed to do?
No, no.
Not Toaplan's best. Lacks character, I think, gameplay.
No, I think the gameplay is pretty. I played it a lot. I played it a lot more than previous podcast games. So because it's a vertical shooter, I love them, don't I?
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought it had a lot going for it. I think what they admitted, the Toaplan staff, when I researched it, is they put so much effort into the sound and the graphics, which I think are amazing. But it sort of.
I think AOL Zone and Fixate look better than that, and they're before that.
But they sort of left the gameplay behind a little bit and concentrated on the graphics and the sound. That's what I think. Sound, you put nothing special. I like the sounds; they're okay. Music, great tunes, but they get too competitive for me, so I switch them off. Ports and sequels, I can't find any apart from some pretty recent ones. There's some on a Steam PC compilation, and Evercade have done a few Toaplan classics now, so that's cool.
It's on the Switch, isn't it?
Yeah, as well, yeah.
Where I was playing it on the Switch.
So they are our thoughts on that. Right.
Yeah.
High score countdown.
Scores on the board, Miss Ford.
Miss Ford, you remember Miss Ford?
Of course I do.
She was lovely, wasn't she, mate? Lovely.
Yeah, generation game.
Yeah.
What's the scores on the board, Miss Ford?
Yeah. Oh, my God, yeah. She was lovely, lovely.
Showing your age now, Sean.
Yeah.
Your age.
Right. I've lost my concentration. Number 26, in at 26. Can't do any music, can we? Basil the Sane, 60,960. Good visuals and sound effects and a lot going on. Liked the power-ups and it drew me back for a few goes. Not my thing, but I liked a few games.
25, David Hearn. 1 point with 75,910. Never seen this. Hopeless at it. 75,000 top score. Each weapon I picked up seemed to be more hopeless than the last one. Loved the bright OTT graphics, but the game felt a bit floaty. Once the big bosses came along, they took up most of the screen and bounced me out. Love the podcast. Cheers, Dave.
J. Ping Barber, 104,800. Doggy bag. A very polished game as usual from Toaplan. I will have a few more games if I find a time. I don't think he did. 104,800.
John Schwaller, Boat of Car, 117,740. I couldn't get on with this one at all. A good bit harder than Don Don Pachi to me. I don't think I was making the most of the power-up system. I persevered and made it to the high score table. I persevered and made it to the high score table.
Salberg, 127,380. Kind of fun, but not my cup of tea. I'll message him back. He loves his janky games. This wasn't janky at all. It was too polished for you, Sal. He likes Kangaroo and stuff like that.
Destora, 130,920.
Jom, 144,000. JOM.
At number 19, Paul McCaskey, 148,330.
Old Man Steve, at 18th. 161,140.
Retro Rex, hello to all the 10 pences. Quite enjoyed this one. I find that all shooters are enjoyable. However, I've been let down by my choice of arcade machine this month. Playtime has been limited to what I can do on the sofa or in bed. My mum has had a few hospital stays this month and there has been a family bereavement. Sorry to hear that, mate. So playing on the cab or even on a Raspberry Pi console with a joypad has been impossible. Instead, I've been using my Miu Mini. Is that right?
Yeah, Miu Mini Plus. Don't know what that is.
Which is a great little handheld, but emphasis is on little. Screen size has meant my reaction speed has been found out, and for some reason my ROM doesn't have sound. Unsure what I've done. Anyway, my score will be on Sidekick. Well done for playing with all the stuff that you got going on, mate.
Tony Riccardi.
Now, let me do that.
Go on.
Tony Riccardi!
I had a good chat with him last week. 175 to 70. Here's my score. Shockingly bad, but just didn't gel with it. Great graphics, great sound, but just too much going on the screen to see what I was doing. I know it's not a bullet hell as such, but it may as well have been.
Still good score, mate. Ponder, 15 with 175,270.
I met him again. You, 175.
Me?
You, 175, 340.
Yeah, well, that score there, right, is a score that I got on stage 1. Didn't get past stage 1 with that score. Yet, I did get to stage 2, because I did beat the boss, got to stage 2, yet my score was lower than that. How does that work out? Surely when you beat a boss, you get a big bonus.
Oh, yeah, it's not massive. You have to shoot as many baddies as you can. So I was using the purple laser, and it's like a homing in thing.
Yeah, that's what I was using. But yeah, that's my score.
Mm-hmm. He is Jimmy. 182, 730.
About Vader GP. I'll do that one. Vader GP, 176,670.
He is Jimmy. 182, 730. Tiny score. Not because I didn't play it much, but because I'm crap. Liked it though I preferred much better playing the 2-player tractor beam. But it feels like cheating though. You know, when you go into that massive, you capture the ship. So I submitted my 1-player game score.
We got Stacey King. Good to meet you, Stacey King, at the UKVAC meet. Thanks for coming. 186,320. Not had much time to play, plus trouble with emulating. Scored 186,000. Knew I would have a hard time with this game when on my first life of my first credit, I died to the first bullet from the first enemy. Sneaky little ships like to home in on you when you think you're safe. I agree.
Beanie, good player. Him is I think he's this year. He's really come up. 191, 270. This one's really tough.
Yeah. One Punch Ron, 223,230.
Good to meet you.
And now.
Good to meet you last week. Mr. Messi, 3 points, 225, 420. Dogyuun, a 1992 Toaplan shooter with weapons turned up to 11. Strangely, I find the lack of standard button tapping, because it's auto fire, it puts me off. Like the time I got Nutella on the button, permanently sticking it in laser mode. Very nice.
Ross, 4 points with 282,850.
Me, 5 points with 761.
Damn, that's the highest score you've had in a long time, dude.
It is, isn't it? I played this a lot, this game.
Aid Skyway 73, 6 points with 842.70. Really enjoy playing Doggy Bag. Definitely one I want to spend more time with and try and get further. It can be tough in places, but plenty of power-ups available. Does anyone use the tractor beam? I couldn't work it out.
Yeah, I think it's most. Yeah, I got it, and you can get a ship, and then it kind of makes you a bit more powerful, I think. But as soon as you press another button, it just clears off. Yeah, it wasn't even the gameplay playthroughs that I've seen. I'll link to a couple in the show notes. None of them use that tractor beam.
No. Rygar, 1,101,950. Dogyuun, a 1992 Toaplan shooter with weapons turned up to 11. Strangely, I find the lack of standard button tapping shots off-putting. Like the time I got Nutella on the button, permanently sticking it in the laser mode.
Ooh. Mr. Berserker is third with 1,149,200. Definitely hit a wall on Dogyuun. He updates on X as he goes along. Level 5 boss is a killer. Queen. Dynamite of the laser beam. Guaranteed you blow your fridge. What? Go on, what?
Mitsuyama.
Mitsuyami.
9 points. Second place. 1,153,700. This game is quite good. It's challenging from the start, but it rewards perseverance. I'm not sure how many 10 pences I would have spent on it back in the day, as I died quite quickly on my first few credits. So probably would have walked away to play something else. However, I enjoyed learning it on free play. And who's at the number one? Who is top of the pops?
Your mate, Nick, is it? Red 7, 10 points, 1,288,700. Not my best run, but that's a submission for the challenge.
God, if that's not your best run, what is?
Yeah. So we come to kids. The overall league standings. There is
still in the top 10. Just.
Yeah. There's one game to play. So Mr. Berserker is number 1 with 90. So all he's got to do is get 8 or 9 points, and no one can beat him. Rygar is second with 86 points. 8 Skyway 62. Mitsuyama 54. I'll put all these on the website. Salbug's done really well this year. Tony Ricardo's got 28 points and he's only played 5 games. That's good going. And then me and you are very close now. I've got 26 and you've got 22 points. And it goes right down.
Yeah, you've caught up massively. You were way down, weren't you, a couple of months ago?
Yeah, I think that Dogyuun score helped.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's all on the website.
Well, it can all change. Last game.
How many 10p's?
Oh. For me, I think it's not many. It's not a game I'm going to go back to be honest with you. I think 4 for me. I know it's not a great score. I know a lot of people like it, but it's not for me. There's better Toaplan games I would rather play with more character, more charm, and better music.
I really like the graphics and the music. Like they said, they really concentrated on it more than the actual gameplay, maybe. But yeah, I think I'm going to keep this in my favourites because I do like it. I'll give it 8.
Wow.
8 out of 10.
Yeah. I just found it a bit mediocre.
Do you?
I think that's the right word. Yeah, mediocre. Nothing stand out. Music didn't stand out. Bosses didn't stand out. Gameplay was a bit confusing what to do. Yeah, just nothing special about it at all.
There's a sort of a level near the end where you're a big robot monster and you just run up the screen with like 2 boxing gloves.
Well, don't say that, because if I'd got there, I'd probably like it.
And you're just bashing through all these monsters like.
No. Has it got synthesised speech and all of that? Does it run up girders and bash up a Donkey Kong?
It's quite a long level. I've never got anywhere near it, but I've seen it. Yeah, so I'll go 8 for that.
Next show's game.
Cool, next show's game. Wow, it's my pick. I'm going to return to the Neo Geo, Sean.
Yes, well, I've not put this in, have I? Because it was very late.
I've looked through all the games that you've done over the years. You haven't done that many Neo Geo games. So we need to rectify that. So I have chosen Prehistoric Isle 2. Another shooter, but this way we're going the other way. We're going horizontal. Okay? Right way. You up for that?
Yeah. I've played it a bit. I've played 1 quite a bit. But yeah, is it like pterodactyls like steal your helmet and stuff? And
yeah, rendered graphics.
Yeah. Oh, that rings a bell. That does ring a bell.
Yeah, and you've got to rescue people. So a bit like Rescue, picking up people for extra points. It's got a bit of risk reward element going on. Do I pick up the people or do I kill the dinosaur?
Right, I'll put the game settings and the ROM settings in here. Right, the ROM it's Prehistoric Isle, and the ROM is PREILSE2. That's PREILSE2. Difficulty is 4, which is the standard for Neo Geo games. Lives 3. It says style/first hero. You can go if you can get into the service menu, there is all this there, and you can change it. And you can have violence on or off. Obviously, I've turned it on, mate. Yeah, that's it. These are all default settings, by the way. Submit your scores, kids. This is the last one of the year. Saturday, 13th of December. What are we on now? We're on November the 19th. 5 p.m. UK time. Submit your score. Twitter, X, #10pscore, Sidekick app, email, biscuits@10pencearcade.com. Facebook, we don't get any on that. Facebook has a comment on the podcast post. You can do. UKVAC, no submissions from console or computer compilations, as they may be different to what you want. The exception to this rule is the Evercade systems, and you think the Arcade Archives collections as well.
Yeah, they're all arcade ROMs.
Oh, brilliant. No continues, obviously allowed. Right, that's it, kids. Thank you very much for listening.
Yes.
We've gone off on a few tangents, but I hope you enjoyed it.
But I think that's okay to go off on a tangent, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Life is not one thread. It's many threads.
Freds or threads?
Threads.
I've met a few Freds.
Yeah? Not Fred West.
Oh, God, no.
He liked to dig, didn't he?
Yeah. I don't think our American listeners would know what we're on about, but just Google.
Don't go down there.
Yeah, just Google Fred West. It's not nice. Anyway.
Anyway, that was a good podcast. Thoroughly enjoyed that. Where will this be out? Friday, do you reckon? Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully, yeah.
Oh, good. So, yeah. Hopefully I'll have my video out of the Time Warp Arcade as well. So the two will complement each other, hopefully, this weekend. You can listen and watch both.
Yeah. Yes, thank you, everyone, for listening. We've had a really great time this last month. Like I've had a nice holiday in the rain and that, and I've really enjoyed Time Warp, and I've had a good chill out in the middle 2 or 3 days at home of that holiday. Cleaning
You're
up.
about the only person I know that's had a nice holiday in the rain.
I tell you what, me and Jan like walking in the rain.
Do you?
Yeah.
You got all the clobber?
Yeah, got the waterproofs and the brolly.
What wetsuits have you?
Yeah, and the waterproof boots. Sometimes, honestly,
wetsuits and boots.
We just go out for a little walk. Yeah, it's nice.
I'd love to see you two walking along the Lancashire hills with wetsuits and boots.
Skipping.
Yeah, jumping in the puddles.
Yeah.
Nice. Romantic. Thanks for listening, guys. Awesome podcast. And we'll see you on the next one.
Thank you, kids. See you soon.
Bye.